Ah, I guess it's a video. A video. Okay, that means it's junk. Yeah. Maybe I'll put it on the Eminem channel. What the hell? And I'll just lament the fact that I didn't wear another shirt. And some other fact. What would that be? Oh yes, the whole talking on the internet thing. Well, anyway, I did post a video on the Democracy channel, so I figure I better point that out that I have used it again. You know, the instant runoff voting channel. Yeah, maybe I'll do more videos, but it just is such a dismal environment for conversation. And yeah, that's all you can say. It's just dismal. You know, either the conversations are too thin and full of rhetoric, or they're too thick and so loaded with minutia that you can't get anywhere. And on top of that, there's no social interest. I mean, people really don't want to even hear the truth anyway. So it's you really gotta push it in some other medium. So anyway, the other subject is the economic stuff. So I am going to be posting another economics video soon, as soon as I can get my act together. Note-wise, Modern Mystic has posted a couple of speeches or whatever they are by a couple of people, some Lord guy and some other guy, and they're pretty interesting. And then he's added his 59 cents to it. His whatever it is, with inflation, it could be worth a lot. I'm finding what he's saying a little more agreeable, but I think we're still back to some things that don't make much sense. That the problem with debt is who has the debt, well, I suppose, or for what purpose it was created. Sort of getting back to the Modern Mystics in olden days purpose kind of video. I don't know. Well, whatever. I'll make the video about it. Probably won't be about that. It'll just be more about why the whole thing can't be sustained. It can't be fixed without something radical happening. Rich people have to get poorer. It's just the way it is. Fundamentally, our people have to become capable of doing more productive work. So either there's going to have to be a huge boom in our ability to do productive work, or there's going to have to be, these IOUs are going to have to be buried. They're going to have to be flushed, because there's too many of them, and they cost too much. So that's what the theme will be. In the end, that's what it comes down to. That IOUs are, a liability to pay a salary, and it's a liability that lasts for as long as the IOU is unpaid, and there's no work provided. There's nothing productive created, or whatever is created isn't productive enough to justify how much it costs. Alright, enough of that. Anything else? So yeah, that'll come, and then the hospital a day guy. I did write up a brief synopsis of it's really the zero-sum argument, because we're back to the fundamental argument about this life thing is people's opinions regarding how much of the good in life is free good, like good external to correcting from misery. So, I mean, obviously you can do good by correcting somebody's impairment to make them comfortable. Giving somebody an artificial limb, for example, or something. You're undoing, to some measure, some bad condition curing their disease or whatever. Those kind of things are goods because you're removing a negative. And then there's this argument that some meaningful percentage of the goods are created through some other mechanism, not preventing a bad, not replacing a negative condition with a positive condition, but some purely positive profit from the experience. Like you didn't have to put in any negative energy to create the positive energy. And so that's really what the debate is about, from my perspective, is about the very existence of that pure positive as something other than just a psychiatric delusion. But even if it exists, what is it really worth? And it seems, the desperation is showing just in a couple of comments on my last video in terms of, orgasm. We should torture people so we can have orgasms. That makes a lot of sense. Some expectation that there's going to be, let's see how to put it. Well, anyway, I'll respond to those comments. But they're kind of vacuous. I mean, I don't think they're very well thought out, and I don't think they at all account for that it's a biological mechanism that we're designed to play, and that there's all kinds of subtle biases built into how we function. But whatever, I'll get to that. But I think the argument from how we don't lament as a true negative the fact that the universe isn't populated by zillions of sentient beings having fun playing hopscotch or something, the fact that we don't recognize that as a bad, and that we would recognize it as a bad if we knew about some enslaved people from some planet and they were being horribly abused, and how that would worry us and concern us and might even preoccupy some of us beyond our own comfort and beyond our ability to accept it, and we'd have to do something about it. It would be so egregious. And we can clearly, I think, in when we extend our perception to some other life besides our own, or the people connected to us, we can sort of see how there is no fundamental value allocation through this idea of comfortable outside of the context of discomfortable as the alternative. Certainly, to prevent harm, it's good to be comfortable or pleased, or to have pleasure. But for the sake of it, it doesn't mean much. Anyway, why make the argument if I'm going to make the argument? Well, it's worth repeating. I might as well keep repeating it until people get it right. But anyway, enough said for now. It's having one of my lousy periods. I get to feel crappy every afternoon. Anyway, some kind of biological clock was this whole wrong. Anyway, till next time. I think I'm back. Yeah. Into the wind. Yeah. Ooh, it's even colder that way. Strange. Oh, that's rather attractive, maybe. Anyway, yeah, so, lament. Human race is impossible to talk to. People suck. How can you have 7 billion people on Earth? And you're lucky if you can get the ear of 200 of them. Strange. Very strange. But whatever. It's the way it is. Gotta do something different. I haven't figured out what the different will be. Maybe I'll jump up and down while I make videos. And that'll make the difference. Maybe I won't. Yeah, maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll run. I do that anyway. Yeah, I guess it's hopeless. I don't think there's anything else I have to say. So yes, videos on the other channels. See what happens. Blah blah blah. Google plus plus. Yeah, maybe it'll be Google plus plus pretty soon. Oh dear. It really is evil. 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 It's hell. Yeah. Alright, see you next time. And such.